Greetings everybody, this is Paulos Laguretos for Wager Talk TV here with another free play for the Champions League quarterfinals. This match is on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, and it's a match between Barcelona and Dortmund. Before that, I want to invite you guys to go to my page at wt.buzz/pl. We have some nice plays for Tuesday if you see this video in time, but we also have some plays for Wednesday and Thursday in the Europa League, Champions League, CONCACAF Champions Cup and Copa Libertadores. We got a lot of action midweek in these competitions, and in the last couple of seasons we've been destroying books with our plays in these knockout matches. We ran a promo for 7 days of soccer. You can use code SOC7 to get 7 days of soccer for just $49, and that includes all plays, all soccer plays for a week. And we also have nice promos for the MLS season that just started, and of course 30 days of soccer, 90 days of soccer, and 1 year of soccer. Just head over to wt.buzz/pl and you'll find all about it. Now onwards to our free play. Huge match, much like any other quarterfinal of the Champions League between Barcelona and Dortmund. First leg is played in Barcelona. Barcelona are -280 favorites at home. The draw is at +460. Dortmund are +675 underdogs on the road. The Asian spread is set at 1.5, and the Asian total is set at 3.5 goals. Now, this is the 6th meeting between the two sides. Historically, 3 wins for Barça and 2 draws. 0 wins for Dortmund, and these two also met in the league phase of the Champions League earlier in the season, back in December, where Barcelona won by 3-2 in Germany. Now, Barcelona's coach Hansi Flick was actually the assistant for Dortmund's current coach Niko Kovac back in 2019, when they were both employed by Bayern Munich. And Hansi Flick eventually took over once Niko Kovac was sacked. Now, Barcelona, they have a home record against German teams with 27 wins, 1 draw and 10 losses. Dortmund's away record on Spanish soil reads 3 wins, 5 draws and 12 losses. Now, Barcelona are one of the few teams in Europe that still have a possible treble dream alive. They're currently 4 points above Real Madrid in the La Liga standings, and they're also through to the Copa del Rey final, that's the Spanish Cup, where they'll face Real Madrid, so the treble is more than alive. Now, Barcelona went 9-1 to the over 2.5 goals in the Champions League so far, and 7-3 to the over 3.5 goals regardless of venue, and also 4-1 to the over 3.5 goals at home. Dortmund 9-3 to the over 2.5 goals in the Champions League. 4 of those also went to the over 3.5 goals. Dortmund quite unstable since the change in coach about a couple of months ago. They have 6 wins, 2 draws and 4 losses in all competitions. They did change their formation to a back 3, so then I have 3 center backs in the back line. Their offense looked great. They scored 4 goals to Mainz, 3 goals to Mainz and 4 goals to Freiburg, but their defense conceded goals in both matches. And in fact, their defense has been struggling all season. They kept just 4 clean sheets in 12 matches under the new coach, and just 11 clean sheets in 42 matches across all competitions since the start of the season, and just 6 clean sheets in 22 away matches. So this defense is leaky. Now, Dortmund, they're coming into this match with a lot of absences, which forced the coach to use a lot of players out of position. For example, just one of the 3 center backs is actually a center back. That's Anton. The other ones are Emre Can, who is usually a midfielder. Now they have a crisis at the back. Zule is out. They lost Slotterbeck, who was one of their best center backs for the season. He suffered just a bad injury. So they're going to use Can as the second center back and Bensebaini as the third center back. Neither of these two are center backs. They can fill in their position, but they're not center backs, and that matters. Now, since Can is moving back to the defense, they're going to have a gap at the midfield as well, because both their starting midfielders, Gross and Zabiter, they're both out, so they're gonna have to use maybe Brandt, who is a more progressive midfielder, like a number 10. You know, he likes to create. He's a more progressive midfielder. He likes to create chances. He's gonna have to move back a bit, or they're gonna have to use Mecha there. It's really anybody's guess who's gonna play, but the coach really has to mix and match. One thing's for sure, Bensebaini, he's going to start at the one of the 3 center backs at the left-hand side. So he's going to be guarding Lamine Yamal. And these two also met in the league phase, where Bensebaini actually got carded because guarding Lamine Yamal is always a tough choice. The guy is just having an incredible season, the youngster. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bensebaini got carded again. He's plus 200. I think that's a fair price and something to be looked at. If you want some more props, Barcelona's Robert Lewandowski has scored 27 goals in 27 matches against his former team, that's Dortmund, while playing for either Barcelona or Bayern Munich. He's from minus 150 to minus 130 to score any time. I wouldn't exactly call this a good opportunity, but it might be worth a shot. Moreover, the two top scorers of the Champions League are clashing tonight, with Barcelona's Rafinha leading the race with 11 goals and Dortmund's Guirassy just 1 goal behind, and Lewandowski is 1 goal behind Guirassy. So Rafinha is plus 140 to score a goal, Guirassy is plus 270. These are all just proposition bets. If something clicks with you, you can go for it. But for this match, I'm going to take the over. Actually, there's 3 possible ways to bet on this match, right? The first one is over 3.5 goals, minus 101. That's a pretty straightforward. You just want 4 goals. You don't care who wins. You don't care who scores them. You don't care if it's both teams who score. You just want 4 goals, no matter who scores them. That's a very, very good way to bet on this, and that's what we're going. But there are 2 alternative ways for you to bet on this match. One is Barcelona to win and over 2.5 goals at minus 135. And the other one is both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at minus 120. Now, I know some people don't have access to same game parlays, although I do like Barcelona to win and over 2.5 goals at minus 135, minus 140, minus 145. It depends on where you look. But since I want this to be widely accessible to everyone, I'm going to take the over 3.5 goals at minus 101 or even money, again, depending on where you look. I think this match has goals. The reverse, not the reverse fixture, the match that they played against each other back in December for the league phase had 5 goals, 0 first half goals, but you know, it should have had at least 1. All 5 goals were scored in the second half as Barcelona were pummeling Dortmund. So I think this is a spot where both teams, you know, they have, especially Dortmund, they have injuries at the back, injuries at the midfield. Their offense is good, but they can hurt Barcelona's defense. I mean, Barcelona haven't been exactly watertight so far in the season, but I think the over 3.5 goals is a fair way to bet on this. Again, all my premium plays and some promos are at my page, wt.buzz/pl. You'll find the rest of my free plays there. I got a couple of best bets for Wednesday in the CONCACAF Champions Cup again and the Copa Libertadores, and some plays for the Europa League on Thursday. And of course, you can use code SOC7 to get 7 days of soccer for just $49. Good luck with your selections and God bless.